Hi guys, Oxy the Virgo here. Welcome to my channel. And today I have my significant other, my husband, next to me. Say hi.
Hello.
Alright, and today we'll be sharing with you guys our experience with having a baby. And she's one now, so this is gonna be our 1 year um, experience review, whatever you want to call it.
Baby review.
Yes,
We're
there you
reviewing
go.
our, reviewing our baby after 1 year.
Yes, so let's get
Is
into
it worth it or not? Pros and cons.
Yes.
Defects.
Yes, maybe you can send it ship them back to the factory. Just joking. All jokes aside. Okay, let's get into it. The first tip, what it's like to have a baby and things that changed in our life, definitely there's no more pick up and go. So me and my husband, we're very, we used to be like, we just randomly, like spontaneously, hey, let's go somewhere, and then we just get ready in like 5-10 minutes and we're out of the house, right? And then basically you don't worry about being hungry or like anything. You just basically get dressed and you get out of the house, and then you figure out the rest as you kind of go.
Yep.
Which is not the case anymore now with the baby. That's definitely the big change, because now we have to not really plan it in advance, because we still have the moments where just like, hey, let's go out, right, in the same day. So we don't really plan it in advance, but now we still have to prep the snacks. So it's like you have to prep the baby, we get her dressed, we pack her bag, make sure the snacks are there, the food and diapers and all this. Basically we go through the checklist, make sure that the baby first of all is fed and dressed. And
Because she doesn't eat McDonald's, right?
exactly, at least not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
So that's definitely a big change for us, right? There's no more spontaneousness.
Well, there is spontaneousness still. It's just that you kind of have to
Plan spontaneousness.
You have to plan ahead a little bit more,
That makes sense.
or like not really plan ahead, but you have to, you know, give yourself more time
Yeah,
to get
definitely.
somewhere. We used to be able to, like you said, leave the house literally within 5 minutes. Just put clothes on, boom,
There
and
you
leave,
go.
right?
Yeah.
So now it's put clothes on and then prepare the bag.
Yeah.
Make sure you got everything in the bag.
That's
like
if
you
nobody
said.
gets hungry by the time you get out of the house,
That's-
because there's one more thing
that's a different subject.
by the time everybody's ready, it's like somebody goes, oh, I'm hungry, oh my gosh, and there you go, prepping something, snacking, or
Yeah.
by the time we're fed, the baby is hungry. So yeah, that's just one thing that definitely changed in our life.
No, for sure. Just adapting.
Yeah.
For sure. We still do it. It's just that it's just a lot slower now, for sure. You
Yeah.
know, the spontaneousness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Second tip is, or I guess second thing that changed in our life, is sharing the bed with the baby. So up until recently, we have been co-sleeping. Well, I guess our baby has been co-sleeping with us,
We've been co-sleeping with
or
her.
we've been co-sleeping
She
with
owned
her.
the bed.
Yes, that's true. That
Yeah,
is true.
yeah.
All the king size mattress was hers.
Yeah.
But so it kind of worked out at the beginning though, because um it was, so the baby, she had difficulty sleeping on her own in the crib, and she would sleep in kind of like this, like she would sleep for a couple of hours, then she'd wake up, then she'd go back to sleep. So, and then we'd constantly have to wake up and make sure she's okay, or rock her back to sleep, or feed her, or whatever the reason was why she was waking up, right? So then it was working out really well when we figured out that if we put her in bed with us, she would sleep through the night really, really nicely.
Yeah.
However, that does not leave much room for you and your significant other in the same bed.
Well,
It's just
it didn't like. I'm sure it didn't plan for this, but we didn't have room at all at first because
Yeah.
we had a queen size mattress.
yes.
So we had just recently purchased a queen size mattress from IKEA, so which was amazing for the two of us. And then
Yeah.
along came the little one, and we put her in bed for I think 2 nights,
Yeah.
and it was
It started with a nap, I think.
start with the
And
nap
then
first.
we put her to sleep
Yeah,
with us.
and then we realized that there wasn't much room because she sleeps on one side, Oksana sleeps in the middle, and I sleep on the other
Yeah.
side. So Oksana was literally like a sardine stuck between me and the baby.
It was
And then I was
tight.
also very tight. It was really, really tight. So then I remember, hey, we can return this thing to IKEA or exchange it within, a year. We have a year to do that. So it was still within the warranty period. So we
Yeah,
took it to
so we did.
IKEA
Hmm.
and we exchanged it to the same mattress but a king size, which is
Oh my
amazing.
gosh, so
Yeah.
much room.
Yes, we got a lot of room. Yeah, for
So
sure.
much room.
Yeah, but it is different though.
Yeah.
Sleeping, co-sleep with the baby for
Hmm.
sure.
And not too long ago, we've kicked her out. So she's moved out
She's been evicted.
to bigger and better things. So now she has her own quarters, her own crib, where she sleeps. Mind you, she's had her crib this whole time, but just recently she's
It's more like a
graduated.
changing table.
Yes, that's what we use it
Yeah.
for. She's recently graduated from king size bed to queen size crib.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but that was one thing that definitely had to change, right? That
Oh,
we
for
had
sure.
to
Yeah.
adapt
Yeah,
to having a human next to us.
yeah. But it was great though because we managed to sleep
Yes.
every single night once we put her in bed.
Yes.
So we didn't have any issues sleeping at night. So
Mm-hmm.
it really worked out for us. I know it may not work out for everybody, but it did work out for us really
Yeah,
well.
that's
And
true.
the fact that the other point I guess that's worth mentioning, like I said, is that she wasn't in the middle. She wasn't between the two of us.
Yes, I was actually gonna mention that too. Guys, highly recommend do not put your baby in between you and your significant other. They can sleep on the edge of the, like, not on the edge, but I guess on the side of the bed, so they don't have to be in the middle. What we were doing, we would block off, like, well, actually before she wasn't moving much, right? Like
Yeah.
when they're just little, she was basically staying in the same position. Like, well, she would turn.
Yeah, should have moved. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shoulda
but she
rolled-
wouldn't
shoulda
crawl or
over.
roll
Yeah.
out of the bed, exactly. So we just put blankets to kind of like prevent her rolling
Yeah,
out.
blankets and pillows right on the edge of the bed. Yeah.
Exactly, and then later we would block it with her crib, so she had a little bit of like wall, I guess, in front of her, so there was no space for her to go anywhere.
Yeah.
So there are ways you could prevent that, for like the safety. But yeah, do not make that mistake of putting them between you, because I feel like it might become challenging, especially like I don't think you can have any intimacy or anything when you're like
I don't know.
you
Maybe
have somebody in
maybe
between.
maybe people out there do it somehow.
Probably.
Let us know, please, in the comments. We need to know.
Yeah,
You know?
seriously, right? But yeah, it worked really well with them being a little bit, on the side, and
Yes.
the two of you are next to each other.
Yeah, and maybe you can make a video in the future about how to go from co-sleeping to getting your baby to sleep on their own.
I
Maybe.
have already, actually.
have?
I have.
There you go. Check it out,
So
guys.
check out my video. Yes, I did share of our whole experience of how we've transitioned her from co-sleeping with us to sleeping in her own crib.
Yeah, Miss
So-
Independence now.
Yes.
She's all alone now, all on her own.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Good
So
stuff.
yeah, okay. Another change that happened was actually, especially like at the beginning when she was born, was the sleeping patterns. So that's something we had to, I guess every parent has to go through, because at first, when you're pregnant, well, this is probably going to be for pregnant women or new mommies or just mommies overall, because we know how it is when you're pregnant and you already can't sleep at night, especially when you're like on your last month of your pregnancy. Then it's like you got the belly, so you can't really sleep on your back, and it's harder to sleep on one side, and then on the other it's just you go to the washroom like 500 million times a night. So we know that. So
Really?
that's yes, my love, you
No,
were
when-
you were snoring.
no,
while
when
others-
we were pregnant,
right?
okay?
We were
When
pregnant.
we were pregnant, I had no
Right.
issue sleeping.
Yeah, they
I
got
slept.
the credit too, huh?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, we were pregnant, right? I had no
we
issues.
all pregnant.
I had no issues whatsoever. I slept well.
Right.
Yes.
So we know it kind of started from there. But when you have your baby, they also have a little bit of like, they wake up every so often. When they're little, they want to eat. They might not be comfortable. Maybe it's too hot or too cold, or there's
Diaper
different
changes.
diaper
Yeah.
change. Exactly. So there's so many things that you kind of keep waking up every so often. Now she wakes up once a night, right? Mostly.
Sometimes she doesn't.
Sometimes she doesn't. That's true. and she wakes up mostly when she's hungry. So we literally pick her up, give her the bottle, and she's still sleeping while she's having her bottle. So it's not much of putting her back to sleep. Like we don't really need to rock her or anything, right? You can just
Yeah.
put her in a crib.
Well, actually, that's a I've heard from a lot of people that they're capable of going through the whole night. At this age, but something that we really haven't decided to stop doing yet.
Yeah.
So like she wakes up around 5 a.m. So we give her the bottle, she goes back to sleep, right? And she sleeps until whatever 7:30, 8 o'clock, sometimes 8:30. Yeah, but it doesn't really bother us to do it.
Yeah, we kind of adjusted to it, I guess, adapted
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So I guess if it bothered us, we'll do something about it. But it doesn't bother us, so I keep giving her a bottle at night. Why not? 'Cause
Yeah,
we just assume that she's a Virgo like us, she's hungry every 2 hours.
that
But,
is very true because
yeah. Anyways,
like daddy
yes,
over here.
of course, I'm the only one.
No, we actually, the whole Virgo family is hungry. We're always hungry. We always munching on something.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's another change that we've gone through. Now we just want to give you guys some tips of like what it's like. I guess that what we've gone through to share with you guys to like for you to avoid that, right? I guess to kind of be prepared for when you have your baby. And the first one is, so whenever you have your baby, you can still go out. Okay? The two of you can still go out. The life does not end, okay? Trust me, life goes on with the baby. So they can stay with, what we do. We arrange with our family, like my mother-in-law, whoever is available basically to stay with her. That's what we do, and we still go out on our dates because sometimes it's just necessary for the two of you to go out, spend some time together, and just remember when it was just the two of you and do some fun stuff. I don't know, go out for dinner, walks, whatever it is you guys are like to do, like for us, we just go out. We like to go for dinners and then have a nice walk, a nice talk, and it's just beautiful, especially when the weather was nicer outside, warmer summer days. So yeah, don't feel like just because you have your baby then that's it. Like life came
Yeah.
to an end, there's still like you can still do things and go out and enjoy yourself.
No, for sure. No, for sure. I know. Yeah, that's a big tip. Yeah, for a lot of people really believe that once they have a baby, I think majority of the people that I've met,
Yeah.
they believe that you're pretty much like there's so many things you can't do when you have a baby, and it's pretty much like you said, life is over. So you gotta kind of party it up and do everything, do all these things before you have a baby.
Right.
But that's so far from the truth.
Absolutely, and it's actually probably putting so much pressure on you if you think about it. That like, let's say you have your baby in your 30s, and then you have so much partying to do until then, and so much drinking. It's like, how much pressure is that to like,
Get it all in.
like get it all in, and then what? Like, no, I like we personally like don't think that it's necessary.
We never had that view, and
Yeah.
like we've always been with the mentality is like we're champions, and whatever we decide to do, the baby's gonna come along.
Exactly.
So most activities that we do on a daily basis, we bring our baby with us.
Yes.
Was the normal things that we used to like to do anyways before we had a baby. So everywhere we go, we just drag her along with us, right? And of course, like we said, it takes longer to get her ready and to get her out of the house, but that's it. We manage, right? That's what you have to do. It makes you feel like you're still
Absolutely.
living, right? And also you also get the baby to experience different things rather
Yeah.
than just being at home, right? And then like Oksana said, the activities that we do that we need to do that baby cannot go, such as skydiving, scuba
Right,
diving,
right,
snorkeling.
Right.
What else? Jumping from the bridge, paragliding, all those things that we do every day,
Yeah.
or not. Whenever it comes to something that she cannot participate in because she's a little too young, then yeah, we have we arrange with family members to take care of her for a couple of hours,
Yeah.
and it's actually a good thing too because it gets the baby used to being with different people.
Absolutely,
You know,
absolutely. I
now
was
like
just
at
gonna
this
say
age,
that.
she's very capable of staying with somebody for 3 4 hours. I think we've done 5 hours before,
Yeah.
and she's totally fine. And I don't
Yes.
think she misses us, to be
Yeah, and
honest.
she's used to people. Yeah, now like, it was actually, yeah, I feel like it's a very good thing we did at the beginning. And actually, to be honest, before she was born, I had this idea that, you know what, it's my baby, and because we have quite a large family, and everybody wanted to spend time with her, right? Everybody wanted a piece of her, and everybody was talking about it before she was born. So I felt like, you know what, I'm not even gonna have enough time with my own baby. Like I don't know how I feel about everybody just being so involved with her, you know. Like I want to, like it's my baby, and I want her with me like 24/7, you know. So that was my idea about it. But then when she was born, and it's like you kind of realize that, you know what, you do need time for yourself.
Yep.
Like just you by yourself, do the things that you want to do, take care of yourself, or I don't know, take a bubble bath, watch a movie, eat something, like, you know what I mean, just do things for yourself,
Uh,
not for your baby, for your husband, or for somebody else. You just need that me time. So that's when I kind of started, like, you know what, I think that idea I had,
it's a
it's
good.
not really
Of course.
was not making sense. So I was like, hey, why don't we just explore
Yeah, take advantage
these
of it, right?
different ways, exactly, and
Yeah.
then just see, because other people enjoying staying with her too, and it works perfectly both ways, because that gives us flexibility. We could either spend time with each other, or I could do something, whatever I need to do by myself, right? And Harry can do whatever he needs to do, and then the baby is with other people, so it just works out
Yes.
really, really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you actually mentioned something about that our baby, she goes everywhere with us, and I wanted to add to that is that, so the way we've kind of built it from the beginning is that she did not change our schedule. So she kind of had to adjust to whatever our schedule is,
Yes. Yeah. Indeed.
which I don't know if it might work for some people, I guess, and it might not work for others. I don't really know, but in our case, we've kind of always had that idea that, you know what, like we're not going to stop our life or our plans or whatever it is just because we have a baby.
Yep.
So we tie her, like drag her along with us. If she
Mm-hmm.
needs to sleep, she can sleep in the car, in the crib, oh sorry, in the crib, in the stroller, um in the car seat. Basically, whatever we go,
Mm-hmm.
there's place for her to sleep. If she's tired, just make sure you bring enough food for her so she can eat, and
Yeah.
make sure you
That's
can always change her diaper or his diaper, right? The baby's diaper. It's like that's it basically. So she does come with us everywhere, and
yeah. We're basically that type of irresponsible parents
yes,
that does not um well that we do not like routines very much. So our baby's not really in a sleep routine like all the other
yeah,
babies.
no,
We don't do a lot of baby eats at this time, baby goes to sleep at this time. We kind of try to stick to a sleep routine somewhat, just to kind of so she can get used to sleeping at a certain time and it's easier. But even
yeah,
that, it's a rule that we break all the time, depending on how our day went.
yes,
You
that's
know,
true.
so basically we kind of we never stop doing something because we have to go home and put the baby to sleep.
Right.
So if we're out with friends or family and we turn out that we're having a good conversation and we're laughing, the baby's playing, people are enjoying the baby, we don't stop. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. Let's go. We gotta put the baby to bed at 7. We
Right.
don't do that. We keep going on. And like you said, we put her to sleep in the crib. I mean, in the car seat, in the stroller if she has to, and that's it. And then we come home, we just transfer her to bed, and that's it. So we basically never stop doing things because of the baby. And I think that's really important as I think as a couple and as an individual as well, because you don't want to feel like your life is over because you had a baby, right? It's a baby. You kind of
Definitely.
take care of him or her. But at the end of the day, it's also important for the parents to be in a good state of mind,
Yes.
because if you're in a good state of mind, you can actually parent better. So yeah, that's our philosophy.
Yes. So I guess at the end of the day, take care of yourselves first, so that you can take care of your kids.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, don't just exhaust yourself on taking care of them, because then it just becomes so overwhelming, and you might lose that. You might lose yourself, I guess, at the end of the day, if you're just giving everything and then
For sure.
end up being empty, for
Yeah, for
yourself.
sure. Yeah, and just to add one more thing to that before, and since we're in the subject of kind of like making your own rules, right? We do that with everything. We do that with sleeping patterns. We do that with food,
Yeah.
eating, everything. So basically, I know that a lot of people that are by the book, and they follow exactly everything what the book says and what the doctor says. But at the end of the day, guys,
Yeah.
honestly, you gotta listen to your baby.
Yeah,
You gotta get to
absolutely.
know your own baby, because some babies will eat more than others, some babies will sleep more than others, some babies will be more active than others. So I
Yes,
don't think one rule applies to every baby.
exactly. They're
So
all so
yeah,
different.
so you have to feel what your baby likes and
Hmm.
kind of like get to know your own baby and kind of figure out, whether they want to eat more than what the book says or what the doctor says. So we never really go by the book.
Right.
We just kind of follow what we feel like it's the right thing for her, or whatever it is that she's the feedback that she's giving us, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree with that. Yeah, they're very smart creatures. You'll be surprised of how much they actually like. No, I'm serious. They're so intelligent. You feel like they're just like, I don't know, they just lie there and do nothing, but they're actually so observative, and they actually do give you feedback. It's like it's
Yeah.
just so incredible of how they've got all these instincts in them. And yeah, it's just they're incredible little creatures, little humans.
Little humans.
Yes, actually, last tip that I wanted to give you guys to share with you is, I feel it's very very important for you to work together, because in our case, like,
Yes.
Hetty helped me out so much, and still helps me out a lot. But at the beginning, because we had C-section, and the recovery was a little bit lengthy, and yeah, he just like, make sure that you take, like, work together on things, because then if you got each other and you work together, things just become so much easier. You can go through anything like that. And at first, it was taking care, he was taking helping me taking care of our baby. He was taking care of me. Even now, it's like so much easier to even get ready together quickly, and we get the
Hmm.
baby. I get done half of the things, he does other things, and then next thing you see, we're out of the house.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, just make sure you kind of stay there for each other, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I think there's a lot of dads out there that I'd say
Mm-hmm.
they're a little bit, I wouldn't say skeptical, but it would be like a little bit um, like hesitant of like changing diapers and like giving baby a bath and things like that, right? So I feel like, honestly, guys, there's no experience like that. Dive in from the time the baby is young. Dive in, figure out how to do it, help your wife or your partner, because not only you doing it for her, it's kind of gonna give her some rest, but it's also gonna give you a lot of like kind of like one-on-one time with your baby to bond. Even like a simple diaper change. There's a
Mm-hmm.
time where you're kind of looking at each other's eyes, and they're playing with her and or him. So like I really like I enjoy doing all that stuff when she was little, right?
Yeah.
Like right at the beginning, and like you kind of get to know your baby, right? Really well, and also like giving her a bath. Like I give her a bath every day. That's my title.
Yes.
That's my job.
he,
I'm the
he
bath
does
guy.
actually. To be
Yeah.
honest, guys, I don't even know how to give her a bath. I've only
Yes,
like
I'm
done
the
it
I'm the
once, I
bath
think.
guy. Anyways, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, but it's really cool. It's really fun. So don't be hesitant, guys. Get
Mm-hmm.
in there. It comes with experience. The first time you change a diaper is gonna be challenging. The pee diaper is easy, but the first time that she does a big poop, yeah, you're gonna like it's gonna be challenging. I remember Oksana's first diaper.
Yeah,
It was a
it
struggle
was.
for her, right? And but it's something that you kind of do when you get to know your baby and you bond. And
Yeah.
don't be afraid. Just dive in there. And
Mm-hmm.
the minute you do it, and like once you get good at it, trust me, you're gonna be doing it like while driving, like honestly.
And
Oh,
eating.
and eating at the same time. Yeah, exactly. So
Exactly.
that's it, guys.
Yeah.
That's yeah,
All right. So,
good talk.
good talk.
Good talk, guys.
That's our tips, our experience, and as usual, I hope it was useful and helpful to you guys. thanks for watching. I'm hearing the little one. I think
Oh,
she's
perfect
waking
timing.
up now.
She's crying.
Yes.
Anyways, guys, go
So,
make babies.
yes,
Don't be
and
afraid.
take
They're
care of them,
amazing little creatures.
and
We love
take
them.
care of yourself. We do love them.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed. And
Okay.
she's crying.
Yes. Until next time.
Peace.
Bye.